welcome to the Real Estate Weekend Showcase. My name is Anna Johnson, and we're delighted to have you with us today. You know, when you buy a home, it's a pretty big investment, and you can protect that investment when you have a home inspection. Well, today we're going to be talking about that and so much more. James Pace joins us today. He is the owner of Guardian Home Inspections and Repair Incorporated, and that's kind of a short title to so many things that you do, James. So, because you wear many hats, do you not?
Yes, ma'am. Between home inspection, mold remediation, contracting, radon mitigation, those are just a few of the things we do, wrapped up in fire and flood restoration and contents cleaning, thermography.
Right. Well, what makes your company different from all the other companies?
Well, with all these different licenses and hats, when we go out and do a home inspection, we can look at things that a contractor would normally have to be additionally hired for to look at, or a mold inspector, you'd have to hire one outside of the home inspection. And we do that mold inspection while we're there and do all these things wrapped up into one package, which saves the consumer a lot of time and money.
Yeah, but then you tell them what they might be able to do as well. I mean, how do you help them?
Right, well, we help them with the construction aspect. We look at things and we may find deficiencies in an older home, and we can give the client a realistic expectation of what it may cost. Not that it's good or bad. Granted, there is something that's wrong, but they need a price, not just, hey, this is broken. How much will it cost? And that's a deciding factor for them to either purchase it or renegotiate the price, decide whether they really want to go that far with that house.
What has been the reaction of homeowners to what you do?
They're really happy that I can tell them so many things, because normally a home inspector may find some mold and call it a mold-like substance, and then the client has to schedule another appointment with another person to tell them whether it's mold or not and what can be done. I can do that all during that home inspection process.
But explain to me, you can tell them what's wrong, but you can't repair it. Is that correct?
That is totally correct. I can't fix anything I've inspected, and I can't inspect anything I've fixed. It would be a conflict of interest. In some cases, it's against the law.
Right. So you're multi-dimensional for the homeowner. You represent homeowners and buyers and sellers? Is that?
It all depends on the situation. I mean, if you hire me to do a home inspection on a house that you're purchasing, I'll be representing the buyer. But then there's a lot of people who may just have a problem with their home. They call me, and so I'll be working with the owner. Sometimes large investment firms on large properties, just down to a residential property, including, commercial as well.
What do you actually give the homeowner at the end of the process?
At the end of the process, they just get a big smile and a handshake, but by midnight the next day, they actually get a written report, a typed report, computer generated, with photographs and descriptions of everything. And then, of course, they call me at any time years later to ask me questions when they get to that thing they're going to fix.
Is it from top to bottom at a home? I mean, you do it all, do you not?
We do it all. We start out, I mean, not necessarily in that order, but if we were just to look at it, we start out from the peak of the roof to the foundation, the topography, drainage. If there's a crawl space, we go under, central heat and air, electrical, plumbing, structure, appliances. There's a lot of things. And then there'll be people who ask for a little bit more and they want some specific things looked at more extensively, and we do that as well.
I know you're proud that you have, you were the top home inspector for 2 out of 3 years, and in the last 3 years you were second.
Right. Won the Tally Awards 2 out of 3 years and was in the top 3 the other. So, I mean, that's just a great thing. That's like just people telling me I'm doing a good job. and I'm really, I've always thought I've done a good job, but it's nice for someone else to tell you you have.
It's like, I love what I do. Evidently, you really love what you do.
I do. It's not about me. It's about making sure that my clients get what they need, and then sometimes helping them figure out what they need.
Okay. If they say, okay, I need to call this guy and figure out what we need to do, how do they get in touch with you?
They can go to my many websites or just call me on my office line at 297-1998. Or my personal cell, 508-3948.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This has been interesting. Thank you very much for being our guest, James.
Thank you.
All right. And you stay with us, because our good friend Lou Wilson will be back with us for the Real Estate Report.